Here we are. Not as late as yesterday, but still late. Had a little technical issue here and there, but not to worry. We are live streaming. We're coming to you live from on OConnect, as well as on the RobLynNLive Network's YouTube channel. Ooh, doggies. All right, all right, all right. So we've got some folks there in the chat already, lighting it up on the YouTube channel. We got people on the chat here on OConnect lighting it up. So we're lighting it up tonight. All right, that's a good thing. It is day 558, 558 consecutive RobLynn Lives. Monday, the 4th day of March, 2024. All right. All right. Well, now that that's settled, let's talk about Lynn's domain, RobLynnLive.com. And that will get you to the registration page. All you got to do is click on it and get yourself an O-mail, an O-net, an O-trim, and the opportunity to get to subscribe to, through crypto only, OConnect. All right. And if you don't like RobLynnLive.com. Go to RobLynnLive.ai. Roblyn Live is lit. Let's move along. All right. Today is Monday, as we mentioned. 10 a.m. brought you Eastern Standard Time live with Marty and Chris. And we want to thank Marty for mentioning us as the streaming folks for Friday night. That was great. I can't even spit it out. I laughed so hard. Well, thanks, Marty. That just means you're thinking about us. That's cool. It's okay. It's okay to think about RobLynn Live. There's a lot of people that do. All right. Thanks, Marty. It was all in good fun. And we all had a laugh. Thank you. And at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, along came Monday Fun Day. Monday Fun Day with Red Redfern and his wife, Jane. They didn't have their dog, Alpo, or whatever his name might be. I know they have a dog. I think they have two dogs whenever they're babysitting or doggy sitting. So that was them at 11. And then along came at 3 p.m. Julie and Michael. And now it's 8 p.m. and Eastern Standard Time, of course. RobLynn Live proudly present Ollie, the RobLynn Live show, and Ollie.
The Wonder Dog.
We're going to have to get cue cards up here for Miss Nakamoto.
Tasking is always during the show, yeah? So sorry, you guys.
All right. And no foul, no harm.
Prepare
It's okay.
what's coming up in the show. I'm doing it now while we're live. So
are you saying we're going to have some signing from our deaf community?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. I know Cecil will be here.
Preparing it as we speak.
All right. Very good.
At least a couple of teachers tonight.
All right. So tonight's topic is robotics and AI. It's in a series of AI presentations by the RobLynn Live Network, which we hope you guys are enjoying. Tonight we're talking robotics. Tonight we're going to get right into it, right after it, and we think you'll have some fun with us. Amazing. While we were at Sam's Club today, we noticed the robot, Sam the robot, was coming around cleaning the floor. He only bumped into 3 people, so not too shabby.
Did he really bump into people?
No. He bumped into the where the chicken is in the cooler. He bumped into the cooler and he shook it off. And then he got rolling again. But he waited for all the people to go by.
So it senses human beings really well, huh?
Yes, it does. Very well. And we'll talk about that in just a bit.
Fancy.
Ooh, yeah. So tonight we'll have a little bit of talk from Roberto about robotics and AI. It was fun to research a little bit yesterday and today, so I'll be bringing you that shortly. We will be bringing you that shortly. And then we'll have a little community time. Oh, yeah, that's become pretty popular around the world.
Definitely.
We get people from India, Bangladesh, the Philippines, Singapore, UK, United States, Canada, Mexico, Peru, you name it. They come to watch RobLynn Live at 8 p.m. All right. Please, please, please pray for Ash and his lovely family, his lovely wife, Ashmahan, and the boys, Omar, the author at age 9.5, and of course, Yusuf, who is the astronaut to be. And he's probably going to be doing something with writing too. I just have a feeling when he gets a little bit older. Also, pray for the tech media and support teams around the globe for their continued good health and safety. Safety first, everybody. Also, please send out your love, light, and prayers to anyone who may be ill at this time. We do know that Alex is on the mend, Alex Sojib, as well as, let's see, Moshfek Ferdusi is also on the mend. And we hope that Robin Noble is also on the mend, along with, I think, Terry Thompson, they mentioned, was ill. So, and anybody else that might be ill. Pat Parent, of course.
Yeah, quite a few others have been having challenges.
Yeah. So let's all pray for the challenged folks. And away we go. We've got some announcements tonight. Let's talk announcements. Okay, shall we? We shall. Be ready any minute for the newest edition of OConnect. Will it be today? Don't know. Will it be tomorrow? Not sure. But we know it's coming early in the week, according to Mr. Mafara, Mr. Ash Mafara. So log into your OES and check the ticker. And check OFounders in the back office for the latest of today's news today. That's where you'll see today's news today in the ticker.
Cool.
Ooh, doggies.
Love it.
Yeah, yesterday we got to see where today's news today used to be on the building, which was pretty fun.
Very, very cool. Actually.
Yeah, it was. It was on the Riverwalk. Okay, migration without hesitation. Just do it. Okay, no more of this waiting around and I'll wait and see if what's going to happen with, launching to the world, and just get after it. Do it. Sign the NDA and affiliate agreement if you don't mind. Check out the OP ONPASSIVE, of course, all capital letters, YouTube channel. Check out the ONPASSIVE, all capital letters, newest website. There was a new one today. Oh, yes, there was.
So wonderful.
Every week we get a new website, and I don't know any other movement or company or corporation or LLC or partnership or you name it that's got a new website every week. It just is not part of the industry. It just doesn't happen. Right here it happens. ONPASSIVE. And do you, RobLynn Live? I know you were waiting for that. Yeah. Do you, RobLynn Live, Frank Rowe? I know you do, brother. I know you do. All right. Now that we got that shouting over with, we could do 1 cow, 1 calf and a half. No. 1 cow, 1 calf and a half.
No.
We're not going to do the cow, calf and a half. Okay. Cow, calf and a half. Okay, let's see how many folks we got. 35. All right. It's time for the cow, calf and a half. All right. Tonight's topic is robotics and AI. Before we get into the topic, do you want to say a few hellos, which we normally do every night?
So we have the account here on the second device.
All right.
All right. Anytime you want to know, it's right there.
35. All right. Thank you very
That's
much.
How we check.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay, and then let's say hi to our folks. So do you know how to do that?
Do I know how to do what?
But
chat?
Chris just explained to us how you can.
Oh, you go up here, you add the other tab, and then you click on onpassive.com, like I just did.
Up there. Here.
Okay, then I get out of this. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's already up there.
All right, so there it is. We click on this. There's that. Then we go back to this, and there, voila.
Let me check if that works. No. I think you have to click on share this tab to OConnect.ai, right?
Not sure. I didn't remember Chris saying that.
Because right now we're showing this screen. We're not showing this screen.
Okay.
So in order to do that, I think we have to say share this
Oh,
tab
share this
instead.
tab instead. Okay, good stuff.
But then that's how you can look at things.
Okay.
And then you have to stop sharing and go back to this. So that's what I'm saying. It might be just easier to just do this.
Yeah, I think it would be easier just to do the phone. Okay. Now that that's settled, do you have some hellos you'd like to say?
Okay, we're going to go to the chat. This is the webinar chat that we're going to look at right now. I will just kind of scroll up a bit to see some of the most recent chats. Maybe we'll go up by 5 minutes. That always seems to be about the right place to show. Oh, Greg Lakin saying hi to everybody. Frank Rowe is saying hi to everyone as well. As we got Sadananda here. He's here with us every night. We got Irena, Stexala, and John Burley says, you need a card to say Ollie the Wonder Dog. You never finished it. You just said Ollie, and it's Ollie the Wonder Dog.
Thank you, John.
Lisa McBride is here.
Hello, Lisa. Dawn's here.
Don.
DL's here.
All World, RobLynNlive says Sanananda. Thank you, Sanananda. Irena says hi to David Rosowski. We had heard that David's very dear friend is not well. So we want to send prayers and good thoughts for David as well, because David is helping support his friend and care for his friend and all of that. So love to you, David Rosowski, and to your friend as well. Armin Hogue is here.
Hello, Armin.
And David Rosowski says thank you.
Welcome.
We do love you, David. Frank Rowe, as I said, is here. And Surendra Sahu. Hi, Surendra. And Lisa McBride has many emojis praying hands for David and his friend.
Very nice.
Very lovely. We have Olasumbo Kuye in the house. Hello, Olasumbo. Welcome back. And Juanita Slack saying hi to her many friends here.
All right, Juanita.
Melanie Marcano, who we affectionately call Mel Mel, is here. She says hello to Roblynn and Christy.
That would be Tarzan.
Let's see. John Barilla. Why? So people keep saying hello to Dave Rosowski. I haven't seen him. In fact, haven't seen him here much at all. But every night someone says hello. Dave, if you're here, say hello. Yeah. He said hello earlier. I just said, and he said thank you just before you type that. Greg Miller. He says RobLynnLive.
That's my guy. All right.
And Armin tells Mel, chillax. That's nice. That's a new slogan lately, right? What to say.
Chillax. Yeah, I believe that came from Friday, right?
It came from, I think, Ash Mafara, right?
Ash Mafara.
And we have Armin Hogue saying, no, Don Swihart says, hello, Robin Lynn. Hi, Don. Oh, John says, there he is. I see David Rosowski way up there. Just scrolled up. Howdy, kiddo. Yep. And chillax, relax, says Sadananda. Surendra says, I believe AI is going to change the world more than anything in the history of humanity.
Woo, doggies, I like it.
Yeah. And Frank Rowe says, I RobLynNlive on the greatest show where you can go.
Woo, doggies. Thank you, Frank.
Yeah, that's nice. We have Anthony Henderson here. Hi. He says, hi, RobLynn.
From Dominica. All right.
And hi, Roy Davies. He says, hello, John Burler, my great brother.
Roy Davies from Florida.
Angela Land saying hi to her many, many friends. She's listing them all. That's pretty cool. And John Burler says, Bruce and Casey are here. Wow. Howdy, guys. Welcome.
All right. Sawadi, Casey.
Yeah, that's nice that they're both here. Okay, and David wants to say this. David Rosowski. My friend is Richard Kogeas. Let me know if I pronounce that correctly. He is a founder. He has been sick for a while, which is why I haven't been around. Sorry about that. Oh, prayers to Richard Kogeas. Kogeas is the spelling of the name.
All right, all right, all right. Bruce Gerstein in the house.
Yeah, nice to see you, Bruce. His internet is kind of weak sometimes, so we're so happy when he's able to get through and log in. All right. And Momodo's here. Welcome, Momodu.
Mr. Jallo.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, doggies. Hello, Mamodu.
Yeah. And Sadananda says, praying for your friend, David Rosowski. Very nice from Sadananda.
All right, I think that about wraps up the list of who all's here on OConnect. And let's see, I was going to look see how many folks are actually here
Sure.
on this secondary device.
43.
43 on our way to 93. Come on, let's kick it in high gear right now.
That's pretty darn
Tonight's
good.
topic, robotics and AI, and Ollie's question of the evening. Have you had your own experience with robotic activity in your neighborhood? In other words, have you been to Sam's or Costco or Publix or one of those supermarkets that has a robotic cleaning guy? They got that. Have you been to a mail room where you work where they have a robotic guy delivering the mail or a machine that comes along and people pick their mail up as he goes? All part of AI. So let's get after it tonight, shall we? We shall. Here we go. And let's see.
Let me move this. Okay, go ahead.
All right, it's moved. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I told you about Ollie's question. Both robotics and AI are quickly evolving. Okay, are they real new? They're new. Are they getting more and more attention, making them newer and bigger and better? You better believe it. You got it. And both AI and robotics quickly are evolving, as I mentioned, and they are interacting. They're becoming one together. They're melding, melding. And then here's USA, USA, USA. See, I'm practicing my signing.
Good job. Good job.
All right. They create technologies and applications all over the place. You name it, there's an application for the robotics. There's an application for through AI for you name it anymore. So, but we're talking robotics tonight. So let's take a bird's eye view at that. First off, artificial intelligence. It's also known as
AI.
Correctamundo. Just what is AI? Well, it's a simulation of human intelligence in machines. Ooh, interesting. That are programmed to think like humans. Ooh, more interesting.
Oh.
And to mimic their actions. Well, I don't like to be mimicked, but it's okay when it's AI.
Sure.
The ideal characteristic of AI is the ability, get this now, to rationalize and take actions to achieve goals, specific goals. Nowhere but on passive, nowhere but in the realm of AI. Well, within AI, what have we got? What is within AI? Let's talk about that for a moment.
Sure.
Machine learning. We've talked about that in the past. Machine learning is getting computers to act without being programmed. Ooh. The focus is on the development of algorithms. Algorithms. We like algorithms better than Cocoa Puffs. And algorithms that can learn and predict as well as make decisions. Ooh. So we got algorithms out there that learn, they predict, and they make decisions? Yes.
That's amazing.
They do. How 21st century is all of that. Now, NLP, which is also known as natural language processing. You've heard us talk about that in the past. What in the world does that do? Well, glad you asked. It enables machines to understand, machines understanding, that's 21st century, and interpret human language. So we can talk to the machine.
In other words, we're using our actual English, our natural language. We don't have to use coding for them to understand, you know? So we're just using our natural way of speaking and they're able to process what we are saying.
Robbie, fetch me today's mail. Robbie Robot,
Mm-hmm.
fetch me the mail. All right. This is that we all know is the technology also behind chatbots
Mm-hmm.
and voice operated devices. Now, today I had let's see, I had a little chat with the fine folks at where our car is financed, and the chat bot wasn't getting it done. So then I went to the virtual assistant, and guess what? It was a live person. Doggies. She actually, Nancy was her name. I don't want to give her last name because I don't know it anyway. But she helped me. She
That
helped
was
me to
for what?
muddle my way through
For just what purpose? I missed it.
for making a car payment. I
Oh,
was trying to make a car payment, and
so
it
so it
was a
starts
day
with the
tardy, and I wanted to be on time.
so it starts with the chatbot and leads to a human.
And it led to a human. Well, I said goodbye to the chatbot because the chatbot was asking me all these questions I didn't have answers for.
Mm-hmm.
A little complex. So
Mm-hmm.
I went to the virtual assistant, and she was friendly as all get out. And yes, she called me Robert. Hi, Robert. What can we do for you
Mm-hmm.
today? Well, she helped me. She helped us, and everything went along smoothly. She sent me an email as well, confirming everything. So all was good. Technology. You gotta love it. And then get a load of this. There's computer vision. That allows the actual computer to interpret and make decisions based on visual information that's provided it. Incredible. You give a visual and you get information and you get it interpreted. All that by our friends in AI and our friends with the robotics. Now, let's talk a bit about the robotics itself. It incorporates and enhances through the autonomy and capabilities of robots. In other words, they do a handoff from, let's say, Lynn Nakamoto or Rob Gorman or Susie McCrae or Andy Burks or Marty DeGarmo does a handoff. Okay, so for example, the enhancement through the autonomy and capabilities of the robot. Okay, so the robot's being put to work with what we're telling the robot. So the examples are, how about the Walmart cleaning robot? This little dude gets around pretty quickly and he hunks the horn if he sees people in the way, senses people in the way, and it's good stuff. Now, when we were at Sam's Club, the robot was bumping into the chicken counter, but not a big deal.
Yeah. Well, it has to correct itself, I'm sure.
And it does correct
Yeah.
itself. I was just going to mention that it
Yeah.
has self correction.
Yeah.
So Robbie the robot at the ONPASSIVE conferences, that's another example. Remember Robbie handing out the goodie bags?
Yeah.
That was Robbie. And how about also mail room robotics? Yes, it's in existence. You thought it wasn't. I noticed at the VA, they have a robot, a machine, a robotic machine that hands out the mail from the mail room.
Really?
I'm at room 101. 101, please come get your mail. Room 102, I'm here for you. Yeah, it was pretty wild stuff. So someone has not programmed, but told Robbie or told Mickey Mailman what to do. And Mickey was on top of his game today.
That's amazing.
Well, let's talk about robotics, shall we, for a moment? Robotics involves the design, the construction, and operation of robots or robotics. The premise here is to design machines that help humans. That's all this is about. Can we make it faster? Can we make it more specific? You know, just what can we do with the robots or the robotics? Well, the shift these days is to more adaptive and responsive, as well as autonomous systems, systems that act on their own once they've been told exactly what we want them to do. So, what AI does is bring the brains to the robot. And who was it in The Wizard of Oz that didn't have a brain? Was it Scarecrow? I think it was. Well, Scarecrow, you're in luck with AI because AI will give you that brain you've been looking for. It enables the processing of information, the making of decisions, just like the Scarecrow did, and learning from the environment, which greatly enhances the functionality and the potential applications. It makes it a sky is the limit processor for sure. Now that we've given the ins and outs, which we have done briefly, we want to stay brief tonight because we want to get to community time. Given the ins and outs, let's take a quick look at some of the robotic applications that we've already seen around the globe. Let's go right now to autonomous vehicles. There are cars, drones, and other vehicles that use AI to navigate and operate safely. I believe Uber is already using that, and Uber Eats is already using that. So, 21st century, here we are. Then there's service robots. They're in hospitality, healthcare, handing out pills, and retail are becoming more interactive and capable thanks to AI, of course. Now, that brings us to healthcare. Oh, yeah. We got surgical robots, and some are complex, some are kind of just handing out the pills. And those used in rehab become more and more precise and adaptable, thus providing the much needed support for doctors, nurses, and patients, not to mention hospital administrators who were pulling their hair out before. Then there's exploration. Ooh, what in the world are you talking about, Robbie? Exploration. Robots can go places the average human cannot. Even think of going as to the unaccessible places for humans becomes the accessible. In other words, what used to be, can't get there, sorry, we'll send somebody in when we can, to the accessible by the use of AI driven robots. Right. What all of this brings to the table is this, and let's get this and let's let it sink in because it's really, really a big thing. It brings increased efficiency, name of the game, safety, name of the game, and you can check off productivity as well. So you got increased efficiency, safety, and productivity all rolled into one big ball of wax, bringing you robotics from the very simple to the complex. So that's it from here for now. It's about 8:36. We might want to say a few more hellos. We're going to tell you that the rest of the program tonight will be community time. We will have
Cecil and Deb.
Cecil and Deb will be joining us and doing some sign teaching.
So tonight we will have two, maybe more, but for now, two teachers. We have Cecil Weir, and he'll be teaching country signs. And then we have Deb Long, and she will be teaching technical computer related signs. So that's really cool. And teachers, we'll have for now two teachers. Thank you.
All right. Now, do you remember how we get into where we can bring up the bring to the panel? All right. Go ahead and click away.
All right. We're gonna go. You might want to explain what we do before we do that. Go ahead. Explain the speaker requesting.
Oh, the speaker requesting. We have to pull that up, and what we do is we go to another tab. Click on that, and that helps us bring up the speaker request link, and it will be on your page at the bottom. It'll say speaker request when you want to request to be a speaker. So,
and the reason we do it is because we have community time. So community time is when we encourage you all to come down to the panel. You get to talk, you get to interact with one another, discuss the topic of the evening, which is robotics and AI, and other topics as well. It's a really nice time to get to know one another and to bond and to share information, ask questions, etc. This is what makes our show special. We believe community time is very unique to our show.
Don't forget to mention, click on that little icon. It's the guy with the speaker coming out of his ear. Click on that, and Lynn will be able to bring you to the panel. We'd like you to talk if you would, if you feel like talking. That's cool. If you don't feel like talking, just want to watch, put on your video. And so we can see you and see what you look like. Or not. You don't have to. Just come to community time. We'd love to have 100 people on there tonight. Normally we get anywhere from 14 to 25, which is cool. Which is cool. So
this show is recorded. So on YouTube, what we do is we switch to another screen so that when we bring people to the panel, we don't want to advertise everybody's email address, which is private. So we can't, we don't want you to see, the email addresses. So we do switch to the ONPASSIVE.com website. So we cover that, hide that. But if you would like to see everyone's image and, see community time and who's talking and all of that, you would need to go to our OConnect session. And what we've done is we have put the attendee link in the YouTube live chat. It is pinned to the top by Michael Chada. Thank you, Michael Chada, for doing that. So we will go ahead and
enable
the speaker request icon. And you can see the ticker at the bottom here. This is created by Michael Chada. Normally it's moving. For some reason it's static at the moment, but it's beautiful artwork. It says RobLynnLive, topic robotics and AI. And you can see that he's carefully selected emojis to reflect the topic. So we appreciate that.
Thank you,
He does
Michael.
that for us every show. We don't take that for granted. We appreciate you. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go and switch to the secondary screen.
Here we are. And we'll go back to the first place.
And we'll see within 10 to 20 seconds, it will switch to the ONPASSIVE.com website view in a minute. It takes 10, 20 seconds. It should happen any minute. And then we'll go ahead and enable the speaker request icon.
All right.
There we go. All right.
All right. It's going to be enabled any second now. Get ready. Get ready. Get set. Let's go.
Okay. Let's go to enable it. All right. Come on down, everybody. Feel free to request to be a speaker. Hopefully it's going to work. Okay, we have a first request coming from Greg Lakin.
Come on down, Greg. Welcome, welcome.
And we have a request from Cecil Weir.
Cecil Weir in the house.
Weir is coming. Next, we have Don Swihart.
Hello, Dawn and DL. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
And we've got Melody Marcano.
Melanie, not Melody.
I said Melanie.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm. Melanie Marcano.
Sorry.
Nickname Mel.
Mel. Okay.
And we've got Charlie Ellis, whose nickname is Bo.
Come on down, Bo. Bring it, brother. Bring it. The Tin Man's in the house. Hello, Johnny.
His name, we call him JJB Tin Man. John Brill is with us. Thank you. And we got Deborah Long. So Cecil and Deborah both will be teaching us tonight some signs. Yay. Okay, anybody else want to come on down? Let me change this ticker here.
Armin says there's no speaker request on my 14 Pro Max.
Refresh.
Refresh, Armin, if you would, please.
It's on everybody's device, including phones. Okay, so anybody else want to come on down? Let's go ahead and do the gallery view right now. Welcome, panel.
Man, look at all those smiling faces. I like it.
Love to all of you.
All right. Well, if John can have a cup of cozy, I'm going to have a cup of cozy too. Just a minute.
Hi, Deb. Hello. Let's see. Did you guys post in the chat? Yeah. Thank you. Um, Both Cecil and Deb have posted their sign lists in our group chat for RobLynn. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's really helpful. Thank you. And I think we're good. Okay, all right. We got a couple more people wanting to come into the
All right,
panel.
bring them on. Armin Hogue in the house.
Hi, Armin.
Richard Lamott.
Oh, nice to have Richard. He hasn't been feeling well, so it's really nice to have him here today.
Good stuff, little Richard. Glad you're here, brother.
Nice to have you.
Anybody else before we move along and talk to our panel, our illustrious panel tonight? We have 57 here in the chat. Not too shabby, as they say.
Yeah.
Okay, Armin Hogue says he's in. There you go. Little refreshment goes a long way. Right,
Good
all
job,
right, all
Armin.
right. Where you can get anything that you want at Ashmafar's restaurant.
Thanks, Lynn and Rob. If I can interject, good to see everybody.
All right, thanks for interjecting. Woo, doggies. Armin Hogue on his 14 Pro Max. Yeah.
Doing some house chores.
All
Over and
right.
out.
All right.
Oh, Marion is here. She's saying, I really want to hear about robotics and AI. That's good. I'm glad you're here to learn.
All right, Miriam. Let's see who else is coming to the panel. I see someone up there.
That
Hello.
was Mariam.
Miriam Weiberg. Okay. There's someone else too. Okay. First up is the one, the only, our favorite monk from Brooklyn, Guyana. All right, brother. Glad you're here. And Mohammed Ashraf, we're glad you're here as well. Come on down, brother. All right. Join the panel. Woo-hoo. 3, 6, 9, 12, 14, 15. Oh, it's growing. It's a growing. We appreciate that, everybody.
Very nice.
And let's see, we may have, let's see, a reminder for tomorrow, Tuesday already. Let me tell you about 10 a.m. will probably bring you the one and only Live with Marty and Chris show. Hopefully they'll have some information about what's coming with the new version of OConnect about then. And then after that will be Red Redfern at 11. And Red will be on, and he'll update us with the most information he possibly can. And then as the day goes on, you can check in your back office because there are a ton. I say it again. There are a ton of webinars and chats available. So if you speak Hindi, you're in luck. If you speak English, you're in luck. If you speak Tag, you're in luck. If you speak Mandarin, you're in luck because there's going to be a webinar for you. All right, all right, all right. Tonight's topic is robotics and AI. Anybody had any experience with a robot anywhere? If so, let us hear about that. And just your thoughts on AI in general is okay too.
Yeah, and like if you've seen robotics on videos, I think a lot of us have seen that, lots of videos on that now. Or if you've seen it in person as well, that's pretty cool too. You know, in all aspects of life, robotics is getting very prominent.
All right, we have someone else coming to the panel. Who is it? It is, there's Guyana. Okay, must have had trouble coming in before, but he's here now.
I think so.
All right. Righty-dighty-dighty-doo. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. Not too shabby. Not too shabby.
That's pretty good.
All right. 57 in the chat. Hello, Guyana. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Good evening, sir, from Brooklyn, New York. Hi, John.
Good evening, good evening,
to you.
and welcome, welcome. All right, all right, all right. What do we got going here now? Woo-wee. I don't have my clipboard tonight. Okay, thanks. All right. What we try to do is keep track of everything so we know who's next. But as some of you can tell, I every now and then slip up a little bit and take somebody out of order. But that's how we roll here at RobLynNLive. We don't mean it. We don't mean it. I don't see Carmela Schwartz yet. What's up, Carmela? Let's go. What's the holdup? Carmela, come to the panel. Well, then I'll just use a notepad. It's okay. I don't need a clipboard. Or just bring a sheet of paper, whatever. Any of that's good, and we're glad to see Richard. Okay. All right. I put it by the side. We're up to 58 of you fine folks in the chat, plus all you folks on the panel. Thank you very much for being here. John, do you plan to sing tonight?
Yes, I am. I'm going to do a Bobby Darin song. I haven't done Bobby Darin yet, and I remember somebody had asked about Bobby Darin one of these nights. I thought, you know what? I haven't done a Bobby Darin, so I'm going to do a song that he had a hit with. I'll let you know the name later.
Bobby Darin coming to the panel with us. All right. That's right out of my era there, 1950s and 60s. And David Schweitzer coming to the panel. All right, David.
Nice.
All right. I would bet he's got a Kansas City Chiefs hat on, or a shirt, or both. Let's check him out, shall we? Woohoo. There he is. Where is he? There is David. All right. Put that camera on. I know you got a hat on at least. Right again, Robbie boy. All right, all right, all right. David, welcome. We're glad you're here. Looks like you've changed venues. You're not in your normal abode, or you're in your normal abode, just a different room. So glad to see you, brother. Thank you for being here.
I'm going to see if I can switch to this tab.
Okay, why don't you?
It's the only way we're going to learn, you know.
Okay, yes.
Share.
This tab instead.
Which is the show, right?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so we're kind of figuring out how to use the tabs. Chris was explaining, but if we try it, we'll understand better. So I believe now the live stream should go to this view of us rather than the ONPASSIVE.com.
So if you're watching us on the live stream, give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down in the chat.
It'll change. Here.
Oh, and it'll change there. Okay, good stuff. Let's go to Ohio.
So when we bring people from the speaker to the speaker, we're going to use the second device, not here, because everyone can see the oatmeal. See? You see what it is?
All right. Looks like Chris is
Does that make sense to you?
unmuted. I can't. There he goes. All right. Let's go to Ohio. Go ahead, Dawn and DL.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
I haven't really been anywhere to see any robotics, but the only thing I know of a friend that has the vacuum, a disc vacuum. They call it a robotic sweeper, and it kind of comes out of the little box and goes through the house and sweeps. But that's the only thing I've ever heard of, or that a friend has. But I don't get out much anymore and go into these big stores to see what they're using. I guess I need to get a life here and get out and see what's going on.
Something tells me you got a life. You probably have your hands full there with your sidekick. So yeah, it's I've seen those vacuums. I forget what it's called, but it's a short, round looking thing that goes around the house and cleans the house.
I mean, they call them robotic, so maybe that's what they are, right? But I've got to get with the program here, so learn some of this stuff.
Right. Well, it was fun researching it. I've seen it in action in mail rooms. Actually, when I was at Pearl Harbor, Hawaii, they had a mail room thing that actually took the elevator up to the second floor and delivered the mail. I just found that pretty fascinating.
That's incredible.
That was a while ago. a while ago. So it's out there. It's out there. So get out. Get after it.
I will. I think Don had something to say.
Go ahead, Don. DL.
Thanks. I just wanted to say hello to everybody on the panel and the sign language folks, and to everybody in the chat. Thanks for being here. Basically, you were at Pearl Harbor, Rob. I stopped once or twice at Hickam, so I know where you're at. So I appreciate you. No, but what I was going to say about the robotics basically is I like to go back to the fundamentals of it. The fundamentals of the AI itself is the programming language. Which in this case, it's Python. That's because it has a large library, an ecosystem of libraries that it can choose data from and learn as it goes. Like you said earlier, machine learning. But the other languages that seem to be most popular are the Java, C++, and the Haskell. Those are the most popular at the moment. So, but like I say, I mean, I'm a novice at this artificial intelligence stuff, but I got a basic grasp of it. Back to you, Rob.
It's it's coming. It's coming for sure. So I'm glad. We're getting prepared here at RobLynNLive because with each night a different topic. I think it helps because if we all pick up one thing, even in a week's time, that's good stuff. Something maybe we didn't know. I mean, I pick up stuff every day I didn't know. So I think it's all good that we're continuing on with RobLynNLive. Now, let's see. Was it Charlie or Mel? Charlie or Mel? I think it was Charlie. Go ahead, Dawn.
Okay, just some of these games too that my grandchildren have, and they're trying to teach grandma how to play it. I'm amazed by what they know and what I don't know. But it just seems like everything is going so fast. But then I think my grandma was the same way, the way I was feeling with a lot of things that I was doing, years ago. But it's really quite interesting what's taking place.
All right. Well, thank you. We'll be back to you in a little bit, I'm sure. Mel, was it Charlie or you? I'm sorry. I thought it was just about the same time. Charlie or you? Charlie. Okay. Okay, Bo, bring it, brother. Bring it.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Like to say hello to everyone. I noticed a couple of years ago, I seeked a part-time job. And I went to work at DHL. So the manager was just touring me around the warehouse, the chores for everyone, the workers, the employees was to go and pick product and to ship them out. And so as he was touring me around the warehouse, I happened to look behind me, and there was about 20 robots, and they come following. First time I ever seen that. And they go to the location with the item that they need, and they stop. So only thing they couldn't do was just reach in the bin and pick the product and put it inside the basket and go to the next location. So it was kind of, I never experienced it. I probably saw it on television plenty of times, but it was something new to me, and I guess it's as we say, the thing of the future, So it's just amazing to see that this warehouse is about the size of a basketball stadium, has over 150 aisles. So just to have that robot telegrammed or to go to each aisle or to each location and stop at that location, and the employee comes up and actually put the product into the bin. But it was just amazing just to watch, and like I say, it was a bunch of robots, man, and about the size, almost as tall as me, just to see them wheel and electronically just go directly down the aisles, and after you fill them up with the product they need, they go to the next location. Yes, that was it was interesting.
That's DHL, which is logistics, right?
Yes, of course, yes.
Right. Good stuff. Good stuff. We'll be back to you in a little bit. Let's swing on over to Mel. Mel, go ahead, Mel.
Thank you. Thank you. I used to work in a car parts factory where they make the door leaves and the hoods and all of those. And it was feeding the robots. I mean, robotics have been around for a while. And we put in the shells, and then the robots take the shells and they cram them together, right? And you know what the lighter lifting was first, like putting together the high hand coordination, and we put one shell, the right, the left, and the robot would take the two together and piece it together with soldering. So I mean, robotic has been in the works for a good while. It's just that it's been perfected. And also too, I went to a restaurant, as I was saying, it's one of the Asians restaurants where I live, and I didn't know they had a robot. All of a sudden, I see it's a pinkish robot coming towards the aisle with plates on. So I didn't realize that people could order through the robot, and it's like a waitress, but it's an AI waitress delivering the foods to the table, which was very cool. And I keep looking at it. I even took pictures of it. And I think it talks, or she talks because she's pink. And she asks anything else, and then they would place the order into her hand, and she would go back to the kitchen or wherever she goes to get the next order. So it's pretty cool to watch things like that, like the Jetsons, kind of delivery at your service through AI, robotics.
Good stuff, Mel. And getting back to that picking thing, you will see more and more robotic robots and robotic through AI. You're going to see a lot more of it, I think, in warehousing. You're seeing more and more of it in hospitals. You're seeing more and more of it in office buildings. As we mentioned to you, Sam's Club has it, Costco has it, you name it. It's out there now. And I think we'll see more and more. I mean, we're even seeing it within ONPASSIVE with Robbie the robot. I think Ash called him Robbie the first time. I don't know what his name is these days, but he was handing out goodie bags at Jitex. I mean, how cool is that? I mean, Robbie the robot in action. So let's go. Thank you for that, Mel. Let's go to Greg. Greg Hill, if you would. Gregory.
Hey, everyone. Rob, Lynn, Mel, everybody. Deborah, Charlie, John Barilla. Hey, man. Hey, the Swiharts. You guys, I don't even know if you touched on this because I was cooking dinner while you were doing your thing there, Rob, talking about the robotics and AI. And of course, I'm kind of a little older guy like you. And I was thinking about, in reality, where robotics and stuff kind of started. For me, when I was 12, I think it was 1961 or 62 when I went to the Seattle World's Fair. And that was an amazing thing. That's really kind of, I think, where the technology and robots and AI kind of stuff was starting to actually happen and take place. And so, excuse me. And then back in those days, of course, in the 60s, we had the Jetsons that came out, and everybody was talking about the future and the things that were happening. And then I started thinking about, well, Rob, did you talk about nanobots?
Didn't mention nanobots. Go ahead.
Okay, so anyway, I was thinking about actually what kind of came to my mind was, remember the show called, and I'm sure John Barilla will know this one, of course, but it was called Fantastic Voyage, and it came out in 1966. And it's where these people were shrunk down inside of a ship, and they injected them into a body, which was pretty darn cool. I thought, wow, putting people in your body and checking out. And of course, they got attacked by antibodies and whatever else came along at that time. So it was really pretty cool. So I did some searching today a little bit about the Fantastic Voyage, because I want to watch it again. I haven't seen it in a while. And it's just interesting because I've seen other things that are happening in the nanobot area of technology, and where we're going to see a lot of this is in our health industry, where people are doing already. They're swallowing pills that can do all kinds of interesting things and check our bodies out. And the nanobodies, these are basically machines that are so small, they're like 0.1 microns or something. It's totally stupid. You could believe that there's actually a machine. So for me, it's looking back in the 60s when they were starting to talk about these kind of things. It was like, wow, this is crazy. And here we are now. And we actually have stuff that's really happening, and it's going to grow so quick. But I hope that it goes to the good things like health, as far as robotics are concerned. And I know that we're talking about med beds and those kind of things, which are really interesting, that will help to heal the body. So not that I want to live 1,000 years here, but however, and thanks, DL, for the stuff that you talk about. It's very interesting to me. I wish I had more time to look the stuff up. Anyway, I just wanted to kind of say, this stuff has really been around since the 60s and started taking off then. And the nanobodies, nano robots, as I call them, I guess, are really interesting. And I think one day maybe I'll have one in my body checking things out. I don't know.
All right, or maybe a robot helping you with construction, even though you're basically retired.
I'm done. I'm tired. Yeah.
Tired and retired, both. All right, I got it.
You got it. I'm sure you do.
Yeah, believe me, I do.
The sign language, I really love the signing, but I'll tell you what, my hands, that is hard to do, some of those things. And I know that you struggle with it as well, having arthritis, but I still enjoy doing it. It's really a lot of fun to be able to be involved in doing that and learn. And I've learned some great signs, and I'm looking forward to tonight as well. And thank you so much for Deborah Cecil and Patty. I made her a gift today. It was kind of fun.
All right, good stuff. Thank you, Greg. Let's go back to the gallery view so I can see if there's anybody else looking to say howdy. Woo, doggies. It looks like Mel's up again. Go ahead, Mel.
Robotics, and I forgot. Robotics was on my own self. When I took that treatment, I was in that large room filled with radiation, radioactive activities going on, and I'm the only one in there. And the robot, the pretty little robot with a big smiling face, administer the dosage of what do you call it? Radiation, right? Help me out. Yeah, radiation. And it wasn't much, but then when it came down, I was thinking, okay, nobody's in the room to protect me. That little guy is coming down on me, and then it's coming down slowly and with the big smile. So there was robotics helping me out. But then I got brave and I said, okay, I'm laughing away, as I mentioned. I think I did mention that before. And then the nurses over at the station outside of the doors, those heavy doors, they said, Mel, keep straight, because I can hear them through the intercom, right? Keep straight, keep still. I said, 1 minute, and I'm laughing away because I'm laughing at the robot. That's how I am. I'm laughing at the robot coming down on me slowly. I said, okay, you're a man, I'm gonna beat you up, right? So I'm looking at the robot coming down, and all of a sudden it stopped, which was pretty cool. And then it administered a little 15 mils dose, and then it takes its time and lifts itself up, and it packs itself on the side. So that was pretty cool. I mean, treatment didn't hurt, but it was pretty cool to see that. So I was helped by robotics, really and truly. So I forgot. It's on my own self. I actually saw it and lived it. So that's what I wanted to mention, RobLynn.
All right, good stuff. Thank you, Mel.
Appreciate
that. That is good stuff. Very good stuff.
Really.
All right, I think we're going back to Ohio. It looks like. Go ahead, Dawn and DL.
I just wanted to follow up with Greg Hill was talking about as far as the nano and all that about the voice. I've seen that movie many years ago, but basically, Cleveland Clinic uses robotics and image-guided surgeries, which I found extremely fascinating, by the way. But going back to Great Hill, I mean, they did a song, and John Barillo would know this, in 1966, I believe it was, by Zager and Evans. It's called In the Year 2525. It kind of follows up with what Greg was talking about the nanos and in the body and all that good stuff. That song is quite, it was quite many years ahead of its time, in my opinion. But I just wanted to jump on board because Cleveland Clinic is using that artificial intelligence, robotic guided laser surgeries as well. So I thought that was fascinating. Back to you, Rob.
All right, in the year 2525. I think that was kind of the melody to it.
Yeah,
All right.
that was
Zager and Evans. That's right.
Zager and Evans, man, oh man. Memory lane right here at RobLynn Live every night. Good stuff. Someone else is coming to the panel. Let's take a peek who it is.
I have to switch to the
Oh,
tab.
Lynn has to switch to the other tab. We're going back and forth to make this thing work, and it's working. So, all right.
But we keep going.
And we'll keep going, okay. And I think we're going back to Mel. Go ahead, Mel. Well, we're not going back to Mel.
And her hands that way.
I'm looking at her.
My hands were up. I'll put it down.
Oh,
Sorry.
no problem.
That's okay. I'm just trying to keep track of these hands. They're everywhere. All right. Let's see now.
I don't think anybody.
Okay. Nobody else for now. That's okay. Not a problem. Robotics and AI is the subject. And let's now go to Pedro in Gaithersburg, Maryland. Go ahead, Pedro.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, hello.
It's good to see everyone, and interesting topic. I have two instances that I came close to robotics. I mentioned one in the past at one of the local universities in Virginia. There was this little box crossing the street, and I had never seen one, so I stopped and started to watch it, and it would have lights because it was in the evening, and it was waiting for me to go across, and I stopped, literally stopped. So the little box wouldn't move. So I decided to move. And when I moved, when I passed, then it went across. And it turned out it was delivering food to the students in the dormitories. So like about a year later, I went back, and there were about 10 of them doing the same thing. It became very popular. So that was an interesting thing. I took a video, and I have to find it because it's interesting. I want to share it. Another instance was that I spoke to a fellow from California that was in the area. I was transporting him, and he mentioned that he came to Washington for, let's say, the legal requirements to start testing self-driven trucks. And they said that they were already 18-wheelers, actually. And he said that they had tested them on Volvo 18-wheelers already. And so he was working the legalities of it. I was impressed, because 18-wheelers that might be self-driven on the highway or on the road is something that I would have to get used to. But he says this technology is here, I mean. So I thought that was pretty impressive, that they already working the legal implications of, the precautions and all that. So that is just my contribution or my experience that I've seen in actual robotics. I have talked to others that have been studying robotics, but not experiences that I know of.
Well, so I am familiar, Pedro. I am familiar with the Volvo thing. I saw that in action.
Is that right? Wow!
I saw it in action, so I know it's real. I'm just not so sure I want 80,000 pounds of freight coming at me.
Neither do I.
Stop the thing with the brakes. I mean, I don't know about that one. I mean, I know how hard it is to stop it when you're doing 70, 80 miles an hour with a tractor trailer. So I'm just wondering how the robotics does it. Hopefully they don't tailgate. I would assume they don't tailgate.
Well, that is one thing. There is many things that can happen, but I don't know. And that's a reality. I mean, he was head of the whole project, so he knew about this stuff.
Right.
So,
well, it's exciting. I mean, and there's drones. I mean, look, the drones that we're using in the war zones today that are operated out of MacDill Air Force Base in Florida, how remarkable is that you can do an airstrike sitting at your chair 10,000 miles away? That blows me away.
Oh, that is, as a matter of fact, since you mentioned that, another experience came to mind. I transported this fellow, and he said that he had been all night busy doing exactly what you say.
Yeah.
I just didn't believe it, but I mean, his house was like a mansion where I took him, so I figure he wasn't kidding when he said that he had been doing all night. There was a conflict somewhere, and he said from Maryland, he was operating that stuff. Is that possible? I don't know.
Yeah, at the Pentagon, without going into detail, since I've been there and witnessed some of this stuff, that kind of stuff is happening.
Wow.
And it's primarily drones through AI. I mean, it's pretty amazing stuff. But that's better than losing anybody to an injury or a fatality in a war zone if we got to be in one. So
yeah, another instance is my son is a firefighter, and he went for training in Mexico, how to approach potential bombs that had been set somewhere, with this kind of equipment, sending one of these little machines to go and check it out before the explosion or whatever. So that is that is beneficial that way. It will spare some lives.
That's for sure. Well, thanks, Pedro. We appreciate you. And we're going to go back to the gallery view so I can see who else is jumping on board here. Excuse me. Back to the gallery view we go. And I don't see anyone else. I see Anita has joined us. Oh, David Switzer. David, I saw your hand a little bit ago. Go ahead, David, if you're still with us. Sorry about that.
Hey, that's okay. I just want to ask a question here. There's 59 of us right now, and I just want to ask a question. How many people here likes menudo?
Likes who?
Likes what?
What?
Likes menudo.
Menudo?
Yeah, you know what menudo is?
Oh, menu. We know menu at 9:30, if that's what you meant.
Menudo.
What's menudo?
No, that's something you eat, menudo. How many likes menudo?
I honestly can say
I don't even know what menudo is.
No, you're going to have to enlighten us. It's what?
Tripe.
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 I know what tripe is, and that's
intestine,
right?
Yeah, you make menudo out of that. I've just seen anybody that eats menudo.
I don't know. I know one person that doesn't, sitting right here facing you.
Okay. I was just doing that just for the fun.
Do you cook that on a regular basis?
We cook it every once in a while. It's really good. It's really good. What's cooked right is really good. My mother-in-law is coming home, and she likes my noodles, so we're making some of that up right now.
So what is the recipe like, and what culture is it?
It's Mexican. It's what Mexican people eat all the time. It's tripe. You cut it up in pieces and cook it, and then you put a sauce in it, and it's really, really good. Really good. I mean, really good.
I assume it's the emptied out intestines of whatever animal you're talking about.
Yeah, it comes out of a cow.
Uh-huh. Got it now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's stomach of a cow, but they call it tripe.
It's the tripe, yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, that is a Mexican thing.
I think it's also Filipinos eat it as well, and Hawaiians.
Yes,
I'm from Hawaii.
that's what I'm gonna say, Antolin. It's very famous here in the Carinderia, the restaurants in the street along the street. Menudo is yummy.
It is very good. When you cook it right, it's very, very good.
It's also famous in the Caribbean. We use tripe all the time. The cow tripe, though. No, none other than cow.
Wow.
The
And
beef.
how is that cooked, Mel?
We cook it in a soup form, and we make something it's like a jelly-ish thing. Not jelly, but that's what it looks like when it's cooked, and it's pretty good. You season it with, like chives and cucumber. You can top it up with cucumber. It's pretty good, and it's healthy for you. It's actually healthy.
As we all start to travel, if we want to, we'll have apples enough to travel the world. I'm sure we'll be exposed to tripe dishes around the world. I'm sure it's served all over. It's pretty cool.
Well, David, thanks.
I saw it, I thought, I just want to see how many people eat that, because it's good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I would say Pedro's familiar with it, and Mel is familiar with it. And something tells me there's some other folks familiar with it. And obviously, Chris Tiazone, Tarzan's familiar with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, thinking about it makes me hungry already. It's cooked in broth and red chili pepper base. Num num num.
Yeah, my wife, she makes it too. She does a pretty good job making it. Because it's got a lot of good flavor in it. A lot of good flavor.
I've had it with like a tomato base, and it's delicious. It's an acquired taste though, because it has a strong like a certain smell.
Yeah, well, when you're cooking it first, when you first cook it, it has a little bit of smell in it. And then after you get done cooking, you put the seasoning and all that stuff in it, and you don't smell that anymore.
The best thing is to cook it first with rosemary. Rosemary cuts off all runky smell.
Yeah.
Like rosemary is good for all the strong, like sheep. I mean, they say sheep, but mutton. I don't eat pork much, but mutton, goat, which is very healthy for us, goat meat, and tripe. It cuts down all the strong smells, scents.
That's good to know. It's really good to know.
All right, I'll try it if it's low on carbs.
Does that count as for carnivore? Do intestines count, or because you're supposed to eat meat, salt, and water? So does intestines count as meat?
Well, tripe's like eating meat. Tell you the truth,
Yeah.
I mean, it's nothing like eating a steak or nothing like that, but it's really good.
Yeah.
All righty then.
My husband is so funny.
Doggies.
He likes certain foods, right, hon? He likes certain foods, and usually sticks to those types of foods. But now that we're going to be traveling around the world, he's going to be exposed.
You're going to have to leave me at home if you're going for some of these exotic
I'm
dishes.
going to order exotic dishes, and I'm going to say, honey, just take a bite. Come on, take a little bite. And they'll try it that way.
You know, Rob, I'm sorry to say, but that's what made centurions the centurions they are today. People who are 125 and up.
They
There's
try.
lots of people in my country, 125, 109, 110, and they still look strong. I'm not as strong as they are.
That's amazing.
And they all thrive on all of these things.
All right. Well,
What say you, Greg? I see you're unmuted. Chime in.
Oh, I was going to say, well, since you're talking about eating weird things, and I have eaten some weird stuff, like natto. You know what natto is, Lynn? You should.
Yeah, natto.
Fermented soybean.
Yeah.
It's really, it doesn't smell very good, but it tastes okay. But I just can't stomach the stomach. You know what I'm saying?
It's
Sorry. I don't think John Gorilla can stomach it either. He's been shaking his head a little bit there.
if you can get over the thought or the concept of a stomach, then you can eat it. You have to get past that.
I can get past the fermented soybean, but the stomach, I can't go there.
Fermented soybeans.
What do you have to say about that, Chris? How does people get over the fact that it's intestines?
Oh well, it really depends on the tongue. We even have a fruit called durian. Everybody hates the smell of it, but tastes good
wait a minute, I
for the
think I've had
bone.
that. Durian, is that the Filipino dish?
Is that jackfruit?
Yeah, it looks like a jackfruit, but with the torn outside. Its appearance, but it's how much heavier. It's much richer in yeah. It smells bad, but tastes heaven.
Tastes heavenly, huh?
All righty then. Let's see. Has anybody else got anything non-tripe driven? There's two more people want to come to the panel. That's hard to believe, but they do.
Okay. I'm gonna switch the YouTube live stream view to ONPASSIVE.com so that to protect everybody's privacy. So let me do that.
All right.
Okay. Well, meanwhile, we continue while we wait for the.
Well, you got two people coming.
I have to wait for this to go to ONPASSIVE.com and then I can do it.
Okay.
Remember?
Okay.
So that's why I'm always watching this. Once it switches, switch now,
All
so
right.
then I can bring them.
Well, bring them on, will you?
Okay.
Let's see who it is.
We have Juanita Slack.
Juanita Slack and Anita Froenschuh.
Oh, she tried coming in earlier.
She was in earlier.
Oh.
Oh, somebody just gave us a thumbs down. I don't know what that was on, but.
That was a mistake.
Oh.
That happens. I'm sure it wasn't intentional.
It's okay. I think thumbs up, thumbs down.
Okay.
Makes the world go round.
All right. So now we switch
back to the gallery view and we'll see what's happening.
So we're going to go back to the webinar view for the live stream audience. So we're kind of getting accustomed to doing this. We're figuring it out as we go. So we want the YouTube live stream audience to see us. That's the whole point.
All right, let's go back to the gallery view and see what's shaking.
Okay.
Here we go. Thank you. And what's shaking is, it looks like, Mel, you're up again. Hi, Anita.
Anita's with us. Yay, Anita.
Go ahead, Mel.
Yeah. Robotics is, they're also around the new hospitals or the new renovated wards and things like that, even in the elevators. So I went to a hospital that's newly renovated, and every level, when you start from the ground floor up, it tells you you're on what level, and it asks you a question, where would you like to go? So you know it's AI doing that job, right? And it's cool. And it reminds you to wash your hands, to clean your hands. So I love that. It is the help of AI, robotics, doing the job.
Well, You know what? With we need to get a little bit of that into the grocery stores and in Walmart and in Costco and in Sam's Club, because I've noticed people don't generally wash their hands for whatever reason. So I'm just not in that big a hurry to leave the restroom. I just wash my hands. So anyway, where are we at now? We're at how many folks are here? 54?
64.
64 folks are in the
Very
chat.
good.
Thank you.
Good turnout.
And the panelists. And Mel, back to you. Back to you, Mel. Go ahead.
I'm gonna put my robotic hands down, okay? I'm gonna lower it now.
Aren't you impressed with I'm jumping right on top of whenever I see your hand?
Yeah. But the robotic hand doesn't want to go down, so I'll manually do it.
Well, let's switch over to Ohio and see what the Swihart McConaughey group has.
Before we do that, we want to
stand by, please.
We want to acknowledge Richard Lamott's presence today with us. He has been having extreme COPD symptoms, very difficult to breathe, and he just wrote in the chat a few minutes ago that I have to leave, coughing and wheezing too. Much love, all of you, from the bottom of my heart.
Richard, we love you, brother. We love you, brother.
So everybody
feel better.
Say prayers and send good wishes his way. He's having a rough spot right now. It's been a few weeks of him struggling to breathe.
We're praying for you, Richard. Stay tough, brother. All right, let's go back to Ohio and speak to McConaughey and Swihart.
I just want to follow up on that, Lynn and Rob, about Richard. I know exactly who he is, and certainly pulling for him, and prayers, no doubt. He's a wonderful guy. I just want to say mainly to Greg Hill, I mean, as far as Japanese foods go, I was sitting in this Japanese restaurant over there a few years back, and they had this huge aquarium right in the middle of the restaurant. And a guy got up on the ladder, and he actually speared a fish right there in the aquarium. It was a huge aquarium. He just speared it, and that's what I call fresh fish. But one of the things that I found fascinating about over there also was that when you go to a restaurant, before you eat, they give you a hot cloth. I mean, this thing is really hot. And as far as what Rob was talking about, washing your hands, I mean, you have really no choice over there. It's a custom type thing. But you wash your face, you wash your hands, and that cloth really steams you up good. But I just wanted to bring that up when you was talking about washing hands, Rob. I thought that was fascinating.
Yeah, I remember that from where else have we been where they had that? Some of the restaurants in Honolulu have that where they do a hot cloth.
Korean restaurants we've been to, the upscale Korean restaurants have the hot, moist cloth.
Right, and in the United States, you'll see that too, like in some of the finer steakhouses and places like that. They'll hand you a hot cloth with lemon, a lot of times with lemon for you to...
Water with some
lemon
in it.
Right. Yeah. Hi, Ollie. Eat that baby. Whoops. He just... Who's calling me? Hi, buddy.
So, DL, did you try fugu? Do you know what fugu is?
I tried gyoza and yakisoba was my favorites over there, the gyoza in particular. I really enjoyed that.
Do you know what fugu is?
I don't.
It's the most dangerous sashimi that you could eat. It's from the puffer fish. You have to prepare it correctly. Otherwise, you can actually eat it and die. And it's kind of fun because, especially if you're American or whatever, you know, a blue-eyed guy or whatever, you're in Japan, they always want to watch you and see your expressions on your face when you eat certain foods. And one of them is natto. They want to see if you can get it down. And the second one is if you have fugu. And if you do, they always kind of really pay attention to that because they want to see you eat this raw fish, which can kill you. And the people that prepare it, they really have to know their stuff. Otherwise, you can die fairly quickly with fugu.
Yeah, the natto is the fermented soybeans, if I remember right. And that's we drink a lot of what's called what is that?
Prevent.
We drink a lot of kombucha here almost every day to keep our probiotics up. But
Kombucha.
yeah, kombucha, absolutely. So, so I know what you're talking about, Greg. It's good stuff.
Yeah, you can make your own. Do you make your own kombucha?
Yeah.
We have actually. Dawn used to do a couple of years ago. She did a video on how to make kombucha on YouTube, and we obviously got away from it because you have to have your own.
You got to have your own SCOBY.
Got to have your own scobies. What she's talking about, but she's more the expert on that there. But I know exactly what you're saying.
It's very good for you. Yes.
Yes.
Very good.
Absolutely. Definitely good for the digestive system in particular.
Well, thank you, David Switzer, for getting this ball kicked off. That's good. That's good. Hey, this is all cool, man. That's why it's RobLynn Live and totally unrehearsed.
And we go with the flow.
We do go with the flow.
Totally appreciate you for it too.
Yeah, it turned out cool, David.
That's no problem. David, you had no idea what you were getting started, did you?
We love you, David.
We're going around the world.
Now you got to eat that manure now since I started this.
The intestines?
Yeah, I'm on it. I'm on it.
Sophie says, I'll be first to eat it before him. I know my husband.
Hey, vey. Okay, let's go back to the gallery view. We have one more coming to the panel. Look at this, man.
Nice panel today.
Lovely panel. We appreciate everybody being here. We're going to do a little signing here shortly. We're just about to that point.
Okay.
Or we are at that point, but let's bring in that next person.
I have to switch to.
I know you do. I know you do. Bring them on down. Come on.
Oh, wait a minute.
I see you, Greg. Go ahead.
I had a question for Mr. Tyzone.
Chris, are you awake?
You awake? So,
Tarzan.
Chris,
Tarzan.
I saw before we, recently you've been putting behind you a GIF, and I see that you've used some of my things in your GIFs that you're creating, which I think is really nice. But I was wondering how you did that and got it onto the back screen or whatever.
I use the XSplit VCam. It's a third-party app that can be integrated. Any third-party app that can be downloaded can be integrated in OConnect. It's really amazing. So it's been working fine on my device. So I bought 1 month subscription for that, so that to really test its performance. And the trial version, it seems not going well in the previous months when I tried it. But when I subscribe for the 1 month for the XSplit VCam, it works fine. So yeah, it's amazing stuff. We're going forward with OConnect.
Right.
With this
It's
stuff.
called VCam.
Yes, XSplit. X, then SPLIT, then the VCam.
I see.
Yeah, it's OConnect is friendly with other apps out there. So yeah, that does not compete with them, but can be integrated. So I've been also seeing it in some of the Indian leaders using it. You perhaps you've noticed also Gersminder Dylan use the stuff, so to have a background, even if we're still waiting for the AI background that the in-house AI we have.
I can't wait for that. Thanks. Thank you.
Welcome. And I of course with your GIF there with the heart, I really like to place it there by using the Canva. So for our community, we provide that, and I really like to practice with it with our group. Thank you
All
very
my
much
stuff.
for noticing.
All my stuff
Yeah.
is all for you. Whatever you want to use it for, you can. No problem.
Very
You have
nice.
100.
Thank you so much.
Good stuff, Greg. Thank you. Good stuff from you as well, Tarzan. All right, let's go back to the gallery view. I think it's time for signing with our deaf community, who we love. Hello, Deb and Cecil. Anybody else here? Deb and Cecil, I think.
I think
Okay.
that's the two of them.
All right.
Yeah.
Who's going first?
First, we will have Cecil, and he will be teaching country signs. Let me switch the views. So tonight we have two teachers. We have Cecil Weir and we have Deborah Long. And Cecil will go first. He'll teach first. He's teaching country signs. So he has Italy, I don't know all the signs, Greece, Singapore. His signs might be different from mine. Germany. There's old signs and there's new signs. So I don't know. So just Great Britain. I sign it England, but he has a different sign for England, which is cool. We have Scotland and Sweden, I think, and Thailand and France. So we'll see what his choice of signs are. It'll be very cool. And we'll go to side view for him. Well, we have to then, I can't interpret what he's saying. We may have to do that later because I have to go to a different screen, remember?
Okay, very good.
So we have to use our judgment, okay? So let us go ahead and we will start with Cecil and scroll up and down, you guys, until you see Cecil, all right?
All righty. Let's look for Cecil. There he is. Hello, brother.
Right,
and we are ready.
Hello, everybody. Are you ready? Yes.
Go ahead, Cecil.
Ready? Okay. Italy, letter I in the sign of like a cross. Italy. That is the sign for Greece. Letter G facing down, Greece. We have Singapore.
Sunny Singapore. Francis, are you here? Sunny Singapore.
Okay, hold on. We got, where I lost him. Okay, he's doing Germany.
Germany.
We saw new sign. Germany. Yeah. That's so the older sign is Germany, but the new sign is this Germany. Like your helmet. Yeah, Germany. Okay. Going. Great Britain. Great with the letter G. Great Britain. Great Britain. Oh. England. Or UK. England, UK is the sign. Scotland. On the hand. Scotland. So maybe that's like Canada's sign. It's so cool. I think the US we use Scotland. Same idea, but on the shoulder, Scotland. But same idea. Cool. Then we have Sweden. Let me take a picture. Sweden. Because of the mountains. They're famous for the mountains, so that's how they get the name, the sign for Sweden. Okay, we got now Thailand. The letter T by the I. By your eye. You know what I mean? Letter T. Thailand. And France.
France.
So cool. Yeah. I think some of Cecil's signs appear to be Canadian. So I think that's cool to learn that. Also for Thailand, the ASL is usually signed Thailand like this with the nose, Thailand, and France would be the letter F like this, France, France. But similar, very similar signs. Very interesting. I like it. All right, thank you. So we're going to go to gallery view so he can teach and watch you guys as you sign. So let's go to gallery view. Hello, are you ready? Italy. Everybody copy him, sign Italy. The letter I in a cross motion. Greece, the letter G facing down. Greece, yeah. Very good, you guys. Singapore. Singapore. Got Germany. Germany. Or Germany. Yeah. Next we have Great Britain. Great Britain. Great Britain. Great Britain. England. 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 Scotland. Scotland. Or on the shoulder, Scotland. Either one. Sweden. Sweden. Thailand. Or this one by the nose, Thailand. France. France. Or France. Good. Congratulations. Good job. Good job. Let me take a picture. I took a picture. Give me a second. Alrighty. Yeah. Let's pause as there's two people want to come into the panel. Give me 1 sec. So what we're doing is, so guys, you know what we're doing, why we have to do this is we want to bring people into the panel, but we do not want to show everyone people's email addresses, because when you accept people into the panel, their email address shows. You don't want to show the whole world your email address, right? So we want to protect you that way. So now that the YouTube has switched to showing only the ONPASSIVE website, now I can bring them in. So that's why we just ask for your patience in this. We have Anita. Oh, she's having trouble. She keeps getting booted out. Okay, she's coming back. And Carmela, Fire Schwartz is with us as
the
well.
Fire Girl, the Rose from Italy. All right.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to go back to the other tab. Okay, so that should switch over to the webinar tab. I think we're good now.
Okay, are we still live
Cesar says
streaming?
love you. Huh?
Are we still live streaming?
Yeah.
Okay. Want to make sure.
Yeah.
There's Anita now. She's on the screen.
All right, Anita's back.
All right, all right, all right.
Okay.
Carmela with another rose is in the house. Hello, Fire.
We're glad Anita and Carmela joined us. Very
Right.
nice.
Good
Very
stuff,
nice.
good stuff, good stuff. That's 369-1213 on the panel.
Okay, good. So shall we go now to Deborah, who is going to be teaching, and she will be teaching technical computer related science, which is so cool. Thank you, Deb. She will be teaching PC, laptop, and Mac. She'll be teaching us display screen. She's going to be teaching us mouse. Also monitor, terminal or monitor. I think she has some special signs for us. I can't wait to learn them. She's going to teach the right signs. Thank you. And it's going to be keyboard and system, boot, crash, port, printer, and scan. Scan. So I'm looking forward to learning these signs. So let's go to the side view now.
By the way, there's 18 on the panel. 18. I was mistaken, not 13. 18. Thank you, everybody.
Really good. So everybody look for Deb. Scroll your
Deb's
mouse
on the side
up
view.
and down so you spot her. For me, she's kind of near the bottom, and I see her now. I see Deb now. You can begin.
Okay, here I am.
All right, she can stay in the middle. I forgot she's making the big screen. Fine.
Oh, I can use my phone. Well, I just got a book today that I ordered through Amazon. Has a lot of technology words in there. So I'm just going to try it on you. Remember, I have done some of the technology not long ago. Might be some to remember, some of them new. Okay, we have personal computer. You can say PC, PC, or personal computer, PC. Laptop, it's the one we learned before. Laptop. Macintosh computer. M-A-C. Yeah, just go like this and go down. M-A-C. Display screen. No, display screen. Because the computer is square. Mouse. It could be an animal or it could be this. No, mouse. Okay. Terminal monitor. The monitor you push on, mine's down there. T. Terminal monitor. You can use keyboarding or keyboarding. They have a lot of abbreviations. Keyboarding. Together. System S. System. Out and down. System. Boot. It's like when you give a kick. Boot. Boot up your computer. Boot. When everything comes crashing down. Crash. Crash. It's hard. Crash. Port. When you plug in your port in the back of your terminal monitor. Port. Printer. The printer. And it's just, I just got this book. Okay, almost. There's two different. Okay, scanner is when you put. But if you want to scan using the laser scan, it looks through. Looks through. Scanner, scanner, and scan B, scan.
Yeah. That's so cool. The technical signs are so interesting and they evolve over time as well. As new technology is developing, there are signs that are continually added. So that's pretty cool. Okay, let's go to the gallery view so we can watch as she teaches us and she can watch us sign. All right, here we go.
Now the public call me a techno person. Okay. personal computer or PC. That is it for you. Personal computer PC. Laptop. The opened up laptop. Macintosh. M-A-C. Like 3 fingers down. M like an M. A knocking on the door. C. M-A-C. Display screen. Like when you see a square. Just follow a square. Display screen. Mouse. Terminal key. Monitor. Terminal, or you could say monitor. Terminal, monitor. Keyboarding. Or A-B. System. S. System. We can say ecosystem. E-C-O system. Something to know. Where are we now? Boot. I give a kick. Boot. When you're typing and everything all crash. Port. When you plug it in the back of the terminal. Port. Printer. Printer. Scan. Xerox. Or scan with a laser. Okay, you got them all. Good job.
Yay.
Thank you, Deb. Thank you. Outstanding, if I don't say so. Outstanding, Deb and Cecil. Very good. Thank you, as we say. We appreciate you. All right. I think it may be time for a song, John Barilla.
Gotta unmute.
Unmute, Rob. Unmute. All right, I unmuted. Thank you, Deb. Thank you, Cecil. That was great, man. I love those computer signs. I love the countries. Man, are we getting a vocabulary, huh? Wow. Go ahead, Greg Hill before John. Go ahead, Greggy. Uh-oh. Inadvertent whistle. 5-point penalty. All right. Let's now go to John Barilla. Jean. Can
you hear me now?
Audible.
Oh, good. I had to refresh because the old mic wasn't working for a second there. Now I'm okay. I refreshed. All right. So I can see Anita. Hi, Anita. So tonight, like I said, someone mentioned Bobby Darin the other day. I said, I haven't done a Bobby Darin. I love Bobby Darin. Of course, I say that about everybody. Everybody, I'm going to sing a song, or in every song, I love this one. I love this person. I love this singer. I don't know, but I do. I guess that's it. So anyway, this is Bobby Darin. Now, it's not the thing that made him a big hit singer, which was Mac the Knife. And that, when I thought of that, I thought, well, I'll do Mac the Knife another time. Because that's a good one too, Mac the Knife. But tonight, I'm going to sing Bobby Darin thing called Make Someone Happy. And of course, other people made this song popular too, but Bobby Darin had a hit with it. Make Someone Happy. And that's another thing. We talk about a lot of songs are 90% of the songs are love songs, but also, if you notice, I've sung quite a few songs that it's just about being happy or make someone happy or happiness, or, be happy. So we sing a lot of happy songs. And so this one is Make Someone Happy. Here we go.
Oh, Nelly, you've nailed it again, Barilla. Wow, look at all the smiles on everybody's face. Well, Charlie, I saw you. Yeah, you can't hide from me. I saw you rocking out there, Charlie. Way to go, bro.
Yeah, John had me going there. You had me going, John. Like that.
All right. All right. We like the peppiness, and we like everybody's peppiness here tonight. I think we're still sitting in the 60s or 70s. Let's take a peek, see who all's here, if I may.
We've got 58.
58, not too shabby. Plus you guys on the panel, not bad. Let's go to DL and Dawn. Go ahead, DL.
Well, thank you, John. Good song. Greg, I wanted to ask you, did you want the recipe for making kombucha? Was that
No,
something?
I actually have a recipe to make that. Thank you, though.
Okay. All right.
Everybody's a little bit different, but maybe sometime if you want to, you can send it. Sure.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Anybody else before we bid everybody a fond farewell at 10:02?
I like to say something. Hey, John, I have a song. Thinking Out Loud.
Thinking Out Loud?
Yes. When you get a chance.
Now, who's that by?
I believe that's Ed Sheeran.
Say it again, I'm sorry.
Ed Sheeran.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm going to have to look that up. All right.
Yeah,
we'll write it down.
I know you do a great job, John.
Let me get my pad. I'm going to write that down. Thinking out loud.
Thinking out loud. Love it.
Thinking out loud. Let's go, panelists. Let's everybody who wants to be in the picture. You want to say something, Anita? Go ahead. I assume that's a hand. Go ahead.
Yeah. Talk to us, Anita.
Anita, go ahead. Unmute. Unmute.
Unmute. There. Wait.
Could I sing a song? Could I sing a song?
Sure. Why not?
Okay. When Irish eyes are smiling, sure 'tis like a morning spring. And when Irish hearts are happy, you can hear the angels sing. My wild Irish rose, the sweetest flower that grows, and none can compare, not anywhere, to that one little wild Irish rose. I don't sing real good, but I just had it because I'm happy.
Right. No.
Good job, Anita. Good job.
There's an idea because
She has
St.
a good
Patrick's Day.
voice. She sings nice.
St. Patrick's Day is coming.
have-
Oops. St. Patrick's Day is coming, so I have to think up Wild Irish Rose or something. Yeah.
I combine them. I combine them because that's what my mom sang to me. She just kept singing and singing and combining songs. So I think of her on St. Patrick's Day. We weren't Irish, but we all wanted to be Irish on St. Patrick's Day.
They had the corned beef in Sam's today, so if you're looking for a corned beef, come and get it.
Yeah, there were 7 kids. 7 of us. We all wanted to wear green. Have a good night, everybody.
All
Love
right.
you.
Love you right back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anyone else? Let's go back to the gallery and see if anybody else wants to say something farewell. All right. All right. The ball's in my court, eh? Oh, go ahead, Pedro. Okay. Pedro, did you want to say something? Unmute. Say something.
I wasn't raising my hand, but thank you so much. It's so much fun. John, great job.
Very good.
Sorry.
Very good. All right. Well, thank you, Pedro. And I'm going to say thank you to everyone in the chat.
Chris posted the lyrics to make someone happy.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you, John. Thank you, Anita.
Thank you to both of them. And Chris, again, he posted the lyrics to Make Someone Happy, the song by Bobby Darin, D-A-R-I-N. That was really nice. And we have Irena says, John, nicely done. Angela Lalande says, awesome, John. Thanks. And Frank Rose says, never did see you, John, but awesome, fantastic. Roberto Riojas says, all right, all right, all right. Love you, John. Awesome. Beautiful song, John, says Aceta Sanfo. Oh, and Sharon Whedon's in the house. Hi, Sharon. Awesome, fantastic, Anita, says Frank Rowe. And Angela Lalande says, pretty, Anita. So people are showing appreciation for the singing tonight, and that is just wonderful. And Robert Rioja says, RobLynn, what a show, marvelous.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much to everyone. We love the fact that the chat is really active. It's awesome.
Chat was blowing up tonight. We thank everybody for that. A reminder again, tomorrow is Tuesday in most parts of the world. It's already Tuesday where Tarzan is in the Philippines. And I guess everybody else is on Eastern. Oh, and Carmela, it's already tomorrow there too. So at 10 a.m., look for, first off, at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, look for the OES Classroom with Sifu Francis Tay, just back from Kolkata. And man, has he got some things to say to anyone who can make it tomorrow or today, depending on where you're at. 8 a.m. is the tea time there, 8 a.m. Eastern. Then at 10 a.m., look for Marty and Chris. At 11, I would say we'll likely see Red Redfern again. And then just check your local listings in the back office for anyone else. And then at 8 p.m. tomorrow night, oh yeah, it'll be RobLynNLive and Ollie.
No wonder, dog.
That's true. Oh, we need to do a screenshot before I get shot. So anybody, if everybody would put on their camera, we'd appreciate it. Picture and do whatever sign you feel like doing. We learned a couple of new ones tonight.
We have Mohammed Ashraf Ansari. Sometimes he'll come on camera. For
Mohammed, come on camera. We'd love to see you and
Slack,
take your picture.
You're welcome to come on camera.
Juanita, join us.
Aseta Sappho.
Come on, Aseta, come on board.
And David Switzer.
Come on, Kansas City. And we can do a sign. This is laptop, laptop, laptop. And then as Cecil says,
you gotta get him.
Oh, I'm off camera. Okay. I stay off camera. All right. So if everybody wants to do a sign, that'd be great. Anyone else want to come show your beautiful face? We'd love it. In the meantime, let's count down. Here we go. In 3, in 2, in 1. Yeah.
Let's take a peek at it first.
Look at old Greg Lake in there. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Very nice, everybody. Thank you.
Let me save it.
It's going to be saved to, and you can catch that if you want a copy of it in the messenger group with RobLynnLive. And I am going to try to get more into being there at RobLynnLive, and I'll try to answer and say hello to as many of you as I can, because I know a lot of you come there fairly often. So I'll do a better job of what I'm supposed to be doing, and that's socializing a little bit. So thank you. We appreciate you. And salute to all veterans. Salute to all military, active duty, and otherwise. And salute to all first responders. And a double salute to all of you. Thank you very much. Appreciate you.
Did reply to it.
Salute to
He
Kansas
also
City
did not
Chiefs.
confirm or deny that
And salute to the Kansas City Chiefs. Hail to the Chiefs.
Let me know
I'm
in
not
the
a
comments
Swiftie yet,
below.
though.
All right, now I had mentioned to you guys earlier that maybe.
All right, everybody. We can unmute and say bye.
All right. Bye for now, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good
night,
night, everybody.
Good night. Thank you.
Night, Pedro.
Good night.
Good night, John.
Good night, John.
Bye,
Carmela.
John.
Good night,
Bye,
Charles.
Carmela.
Night,
Bye,
Chris.
everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Good
Bye,
night.
Greg.
Good
Bye,
night.
Charlie.
Carmela.
Night, Chris.
RobLynNLive.
Cecil.
Bye.
Melanie.
Good night.
Charlie.
Bye, Charlie.
Melanie, go
Mel.
say good night to.
Abundant
Big
Mel.
John.
Come to Florida. Visit everybody.
Gregory.
Next time.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Come to Florida.
Thank you.
Juanita. Carmela.
In 2, in 1. See ya.